Hello again, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and I'm glad you decided to join me for chapter 28 of the book I wrote called Legends, Orbs of the Elements. Today it will be a fast read because it's a short chapter. I will also be making my video for Friday right after this video, so if my hair looks exactly the same, that is why. And the reason is because I'm going to be going to a craft fair with my mom tomorrow, and we're gonna have a good time, and maybe if there's any cool crafts, maybe I'll get something, or we'll just have a good time and enjoy seeing the homemade crafts and just going out and about. But anyway, so that is why that is what's going to be happening. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. Chapter 28. Oh, as always, if you guys are also interested in buying this book, I will be leaving all that fun details, as always, at the end of my video. Chapter 28. As Nero journeyed back to his fortress, he now knew that the legend and the hunter had entered the Selva Negra in the part because he had gazed into his pet raven's eyes and by magic could see what the bird had seen. He hoped that Rifa would have a more detailed update from him when he returned. As he rode, he smiled to himself. He knew that he had won some favor in June's eyes, no matter how small it was. Even if John did speak ill of him, Nero figured June would see that he still kept his word and brought John back alive and well. She didn't know that the spell he said would wear off would in fact not wear off at all. Nero wouldn't summon John until he needed him again. Things would go back to normal for John and June. Nero's scheme would work better if they didn't suspect him of any interfering. When Nero arrived back at the fortress many hours later, he called Rifa and Blinken to him in the main hall to speak with them and to see how things were progressing. Leon of the Western Plains and Hunter of the Orbs, get up! The hunter heard those words repeated many times over and over in a haunting voice. He was coming around at last and felt a soft pulling of his hair. His eyes slowly opened. Little Boy had dragged him to an area of soft vegetation. Leon sluggishly sat up and wrapped his arms around his pet lovingly. The horses were close by grazing, but alert. Little Boy made a low noise that meant he was content. Leon looked up to see his twin brothers staring down at him. Leon said nothing, released his pet, and rubbed his head gingerly. Leon surveyed the mess of dead gnomes' bodies littered as far as the eye could see. Clouded memories of the previous events came tumbling back to Leon. Leon surveyed the mass of dead gnomes' bodies littered as far as the eye could see. Cloudy memories of the previous events came tumbling back. Leon hobbled up. Castilia, where are you? He said in an alarmed tone of voice. Trigger answered him instead. The gnomes have taken her to their cave. The 5 who were after you before will soon find the legend and take her back to the prince. Leon sheathed his sword and got his horse. Castilia's horse followed as if it knew this before. Not if I can do something about it. Now, which way did they go? Leon asked Trigger. Leon's twin drifted next to him. Brother, your task is to find the orbs, not rescue the legend. She knows this. Leon stared at his twin coldly for the first time. Damn the orbs! The legend Castilia is my companion and friend. I would have never gotten this far on my own, Leon shouted. Trigger replied curtly. How do you know? Leon didn't say a word, but moved his horse as he spied tracks on the ground. Trigger, listen to me. You may have left her, but I will not. Now I need your help. Is this the way they went? Trigger sighed in a defeated manner and nodded. The hunter took off in a gallop to go to rescue his friend. So that is all of chapter 28 for today. Thank you all so much for listening. If you are interested in reading this adventure on your own or along with me, it can be found on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Apple iBooks, and lots of other places books are sold. If you are also interested in finding out just more about characters, the setting, how I created these characters and events, I have a Facebook page dedicated to all things about my book. The recent article I did is about how I came up with certain characters' hair color and the reasoning behind them. Another article I wrote is about how I incorporate death into my stories. Yes. Another article I wrote is about my conception of coming up with the names of Castilia and Leon. Another article is about featuring my three baddies, Nero, Blinken, and Rifa. So if you're wanting to find out just more about the characters and the setting and my thought process for writing this book, I would definitely go check that out. I tried to write an article Monday through Friday. Tomorrow might be an exception where I skip one, but oh well. But I do try to keep the articles fresh and spoiler-free. Please keep that in mind. I am one of those people that really try hard, that if you are interested in listening to this book but want to find out, let's say, more information on my Facebook page, but are apprehensive you might get spoiled for like a major plot point, that will not be happening. Like I said, I really try to keep my articles spoil-free as possible, and I think I'm doing a good job of doing that. So definitely go check that out if you are interested. Again, thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, please give it a big like, subscribe, share with friends and family. Down in the comments down below, leave a comment down below letting me know if you would want a pet water dweller, aka alligator. I'd really love to know, like Little Boy. So that's all the book for today, chapter today, like I said, and as they say in my book, may the elements protect you. I will see you guys tomorrow for a new chapter. Bye-bye for now, everybody.